Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Shady here, back with another episode of the No Money Spent Road to Glory, and we have got a very, very exciting episode today. We're going to be doing the final Spotlight Series challenge, so we're going to be picking up the Pink Diamond Rick Barry, and also we've made some big moves in the transfer market, and we've got some really good stuff to talk about here today on this homepage. Now, I'm back home. I just got home today about an hour ago from London from the 2K League event that was yesterday, and then today we also had a little thing at Harrods, which was awesome. So massive thank you to all the guys involved with the 2K League, and of course big props to all the guys who actually played in the tournament. There was 20 people invited along to participate, and I think the MVP got straight away put into the draft, and then the scouts were there from other teams to see who else would be eligible. So super cool event, really happy with how it went. I was on stream for a little bit, so if you want to see me chatting on stream, it's on the 2K League stream on YouTube and on Twitch, and I think I come in the third quarter in the third game, and I'm on for about 10 minutes, so it was my first time being like in the face-to-face camera like that, and I thought I did decently enough. So enough of that, let's get into it for today. So the limited time event today is a really nice one. 2 bonus tokens for every win in domination. So this is going to be the first video of today doing this last Spotlight Series challenge, and then the second video of today will be us completing dominations. Of course, we only need to play 2 more games, so we might as well get a bonus 4 tokens while we are at it. And talking of tokens, we also got 10 tokens from the weekly spin on Friday. So I didn't mention that, but the weekly wheel spin that we get on Fridays, I managed to get 10 tokens, which was pretty good. I'd much rather have that than like 1,000 or 2,000 MT, so can't complain at all. And then on to the agenda today, Jazz on the, wow. And then on to the agenda for today, Triple Threat Online with the Jazz players, nothing special. Unlimited, again, nothing special. But this far, look at this, 2 tokens for buying a Ruby point guard from the auction house. That is fantastic. That is what you absolutely love to see. So we will get that done today, of course. And then today we will also, or in the second video of today, we'll also get these 2 done. So 5 76ers heat check players and 5 Hornets players. So that is going to be a bonus, what is that, 14 or 1,500 MT? Hang on. Let me try and do maths. Yeah, 1,500 MT. There we go. It took way too long. 1,500 MT bonus for 1 game of domination. Not too bad at all. And then we've still got half of the month left to get through these. And you can see we're just shy of halfway on the Evolver and on Triple Threat Offline. So we're doing all right in terms of those. So in terms of Triple Threat Offline, we are at 315 wins, which isn't too bad. I do want to get up to this 360 level to get these extra 60 tokens, the deluxe heat check pack, and another free agent, which of course could be a duplicate, which you only get 1 MT for, but it could be another card to add into our club, and of course increase our card collector level. So come down here, any new moments challenges? I do not think so. And then like I said, today we're going to be getting into this final challenge right here, 5-minute quarters, superstar difficulty, and we've got to use the entire Spotlight Series set, apart from Allen Iverson, of course, because that would be very expensive. I'll get the dub and hold our opponent to under 60 points. So I'll hopefully show you guys how to get that done. And then as we move into the week, I will be doing this challenge here, getting another 6 tokens. And then we come down here. So in the auction house, we have got just these 2 guys up for sale that haven't sold yet. We've got all our Earl Monroes. We've still got the 3 Hidus and the 3 diamond contracts. But you'll notice that Valanciunas has gone. We have sold him. We've got 25 things down here. So we have got a lot to talk about. So let's get into it. So first things first, Jaren Jackson Jr. has been added to the club. I absolutely love this card. DBG used him in the game against me, and he absolutely destroyed me, and he just seems such a fun card to use. And I managed to pick him up for 18,000 MT, which I don't think is too bad of a price. You can see there, he's still around 20k, 18k, so yeah, I don't think he's going to go down too much in price, but that is a very good addition to the club, in my opinion. Now we've got 4 more Hedo Turkleus here, and the reason I got 4 here is because I got all of these 4 on open bid for under 1,500 MT. I don't know what was happening at that time with Hedo. I just don't think anyone was searching for him, but I managed to get them for, like I said, under 2,000 or under 1,500 MT, and he is selling for about 4,000. His price has come down big time. It was at like 7k the other day, and now you can see, well, there's only one there for 425. If we bump this up a little bit, so about 4,500 MT, which isn't great. We bought all of our other ones, the other 3 we've got sitting in the club for around, oh, what are we doing? No, wait, for around 4,000 or 5,000, I think. So sadly, we didn't make any, well, we're not making any MT off them just at the moment, but these 3 guys were definitely going to have made some profit on. So that's very nice. Add all them to the club. We've got the Kyrie Irving, which we are going to send to the auctions, and of course, that is going to give us 2 free tokens. I managed to pick up that Kyrie for, I can't even remember, I think it was 1,200 MT, something like that. So pretty dirt cheap, and we will straight away put him up back into the auction house. And of course, that was a very, very easy 2 tokens to be made. I think he should sell for 1,300. So get out of here, Kyrie. And then we come on to 19 items that have all sold. And you can see there are some pretty big values going on down here. And there are some players you might not have expected me to be selling as well. So let's just begin. Valanciunas. All 3 of these selling for 10k, so 30k for 3 Valanciunases. And don't forget, when we picked them up, we bought one of them for 4k and the other 2 for 5k each. So we paid 14k and we made back 30k. So that is absolutely fantastic. He was an absolute dead cert to be a good investment at the time. You knew his price was going to go up, and it did. So, speaking of other cards that prices have gone up, so we've got Tyler Hero down here. We paid 4k for him, and we are going to sell him off for 8,000 MT, not bad. Wendell Carter Jr., we paid 1,500 for, selling for 4k, thank you very much. Devontae Graham and Ja Morant, I can't remember how much I paid for these guys, but with Ja Morant selling for 15k and Devontae Graham going for 10k, I just thought I cannot keep hold of those. That is just way too much MT to be in a Ruby cards, and I definitely think they're going to start coming down in price, and especially with the looming possibility of 2K releasing some super packs as well. I don't really want to have too much MT in the club waiting. Not in high value players anyway. I know I've got a lot of cards in the club, but most of them are low value cards. And if they have got a lot of value, I'm going to try and sell them off as soon as I can. So Bam Adebayo as well, going for 5k. Markelle Fultz going for 4.2k. I'm pretty sure we paid like 1,000 for him when he first came out. Buddy Hield, the Amethyst, selling for 14k. I think I paid 12k for him when he came out, so a little bit of a profit there. Steve Kerr from the from the Lights Out set, 7k for him. Kendrick Nunn, Goran Dragic, Raul Neto were all heat check players, which I managed to sell, and so is Matisse Thybulle, or Thybulle, however you say his name, and so was Stanley Johnson as well. So all of these guys were heat check cards that I would just randomly check the price on. I saw they were pretty high, and yeah, got 5k for them. And then we get 2 jerseys for 500, and then Vucevic selling for 13k as well. So let's redeem him, and let's take a look at how much we are sitting on. As you can see, it's barely affected us. We've got 123k in the bank now, and we still are at 1,624 cards, which is awesome. And of course, don't forget, we have got Steph Curry, Draymond Green to sell, and the rest of this set to sell. And we also paid 60k on Lamar Odom. So we have just got so much MT. It is absolutely insane. And of course, we've just added Jaren Jackson Jr., who sells for quite a bit as well. And then we've got, Hedo Turkey down there. Not sure why he has a little icon in him. So we're just making so much MT. It is incredible. The rate we are making MT is disgusting. So let's go into things today. So we'll delete that lineup. And then Andre Iguodala squad, I have it already made. So let's put a contract on Drew Holiday. And of course, you have to use 12 players from the set, and then you have to have 1 player. We don't have to have 1 player, but that 1 player can be Iguodala. Oh, no, wait. Iguodala is in there, so I think I'm missing someone. No, I know I'm missing someone, and I've got to find out who it is. I'll be right back. Oh, no, I've just realised I'm going crazy. There are only 11 players you need to have, so I am all right with Jameer Nelson in there. Only 11 players, so you can have 2 players that aren't from the set. So, of course, we've got Iguodala in there, who doesn't actually count as being part of the set, because he's a special card, obviously. And then we've got Jameer Nelson in there just to get him a couple of assists for his card Evo. Might as well work on someone while we're doing this, so he is nowhere near, but if we come down here, Andre Miller's going to get another game. That puts him at 40. Andrew Holiday has a couple of points already, so we are going to make sure that we have Drew Holiday at the shooting guard position, because you already know what play we're going to be running between these 2 guys to get them both assists and points at the same time. So let's take a look at the team we're going to be playing here. We've got hold them to under 60 points. We've got Pink Diamond AI, James Harden, KD. We've got Galaxy Opal Bron, and a Diamond Dwight Howard. So pretty disgusting. You can see the starting 5 I'm going to run with there. Jameer Nelson, Drew Holiday. As I said, we're going to be evoing both of them. Then we've got Iguodala, we've got Draymond Green, and we've got Big Bogut at the centre position. So 5-minute quarters, hold them to under 60, and we are going to have not only the Pink Diamond Rick Barry, but the second player out of 5 in the path to getting the Galaxy Opal Brandon Roy, which is incredibly exciting. So we should be getting another Spotlight Series this Friday, which would be really cool. That'll be number 3, or player number 3, and then only 2 more to go. So it should be like mid-January. We should be getting a Galaxy Opal onto a No Money Spent account. That is absolutely absurd. I would not have thought that at the start of the year. I thought it'd be at least like someone like, I don't know, February, March or May time, May or April time, something like that. I don't know, a good couple of months into the next year. But no, it looks like we're going to be getting them already. So defensive settings here, off ball tight, on ball tight, go over on screens, and no help on the drive, because of course we're going to be off-balling in the paint. No point playing on-ball defense against the computer, especially on superstar difficulty, and especially when we've got to be holding them to under a certain amount of points. Might as well make sure it's going to be nice and easy. You don't want to be sweating it out in the fourth quarter. Want to make sure everything is nice and sorted. And then, of course, I can't believe I nearly forgot, we've got to put our play in here, which is, of course, the quick through STS. If you don't know about it, you've been hiding under a rock since 2K has released. It is the most money play this year. 10k the Nets playbook costs, but it is more than worth it because it is a guaranteed bucket every time down. And of course, you get evos. It works with the point guard, so you get assists with the point guard, points with any other player as well, whoever you want to run it for. And yeah, it is just all round the easiest way to go about anything offline this year. So defensive settings, we're going to stay home. We are going to get a rebound here with Bogut. And then we're going to get our offensive settings in, which are going to be push to pace. We're going to call the play here as well, while we put in rebounds, crash the offensive board, and we're going to 4-out 1 in. Pass it into Jameer Nelson, and straight away, Drew Holiday is going to the rim and getting fouled on the first possession. If we can get any of these guys in foul trouble, that would be fantastic. I don't know what their bench is going to be like, but I can't imagine it is going to be as good as their starting five. So we know both of those, so we can now put in crash the glass on the defensive rebounding as well. Now, Draymond Green in the game, he does have Hall of Fame defensive leader. So everyone on the court, will be getting a massive boost to their defensive abilities, which is of course fantastic. And I think he has Hall of Fame Intimidator as well. So if he is anywhere near under the rim, he is going to be getting... Oh, I've just done that the wrong way around, haven't I? Oh well, Jameer Nelson needs points anyway, so that's my bad. And I'll try not to run it every single time down. I'll show you guys how you can actually just breeze by the defender without even running the play. You can just usually blow by them straight away, get straight to the rim, especially against AI. He's pretty small. I don't know if he will have clamps. If he does, we won't be able to do it, but if he doesn't, then we'll be absolutely fine. So let's get this way over here, and we'll get this inside one more to Draymond Green, and that is going to be a brick. And again, that is why it's just easy to run the play. You get a guaranteed bucket every time, and you don't have to worry about the CPU coming down and hitting you with some cheese or whatever. Right, so Drew Holiday needs to be running this play. As you can see here, if I run it through Drew Holiday, he is then passing into Jameer, and he is now running to the rim. Easy as you like. So winning the game is not going to be a problem. And to be fair, holding them to under 60 points, again, that's probably not going to be too much of a problem. So we can afford to give up 15 points per quarter, and they're already at 4. So as long as they don't score more than 15 a quarter, which I don't think they should do, to be honest, we should be all right with Draymond. Well, if he wanted to get a rebound, that'd be great. We should be all right with Draymond and with... who else? We've got Bogut down there. It's Iggy flies in for the alley-oop finish. Very nice indeed. Got to have a little bit of fun out here. Of course, Iggy does have another Evo level that we could go for, but it is not going to happen because that boy needs 900 rebounds, and I am not about to try and get 900 rebounds with a small forward as they come down again. Alley-oop with Dwight Howard. All right, fair play. That was pretty nice. Right, so I'm going to see if I can demonstrate this to you guys here. So you want to just cross over by running, and there you go. You literally get straight to the rim. If it was a player a little bit quicker than Drew Holiday, he's not the best. If a player a little bit quicker, you would in straight at that rim before KD could have rotated over. But you can see there, you don't even have to do a dribble move. You literally just run turbo in a different direction, sort of run inwards and then run outwards, and you get wide open. Just avoid body contact as much as you can, and then you just get wide open to the rim. It is incredibly easy to beat the AI this year, and it'll be even easier on Jameer. Oh no, I thought they had AI in the game. They don't. This is on Harden as well, but there you go. You can see there, no dribble moves needed at all. But again, straight to the rim. So easy. So again, winning this game isn't going to be a problem at all, but getting the keeping them to under 60 points might be a little bit of a problem, but I'm pretty content with my defense this year. I say that as I leave Dwight wide open, but there's a reason I'm leaving Dwight Howard wide open, and it's because he is not very good at any range. And we've got Iggy coming in here, getting the assist. What is that? 11% covered. I know it wasn't the best timing, but 11% covered. That's horrendous. But Draymond Green on the defensive end and Bogut on the rebound. He's actually been killing it on the boards. 4 rebounds already. You do love to see that. And then Drew Holiday is going to come down here, kick it out to a wide open Jameer Nelson. Full white glitch. That one is not going to go in. That is a shame. And one thing you will notice, I will barely take any jump shots in the entirety of this game. I will be attacking the rim for the majority. We'll get hacked a little bit. We'll go to the line a few times maybe. But other than that, we are not taking any mid-ranges, any three-pointers, absolutely nothing. Again, as we get stopped there, that's a little bit unfortunate. Because, yeah, there's no point. It's just too what is it? It's just too all over the place. We get a really nice block there with Bogut. It's just too inconsistent, and obviously on superstar difficulty, you're not going to be hitting shots at a high percentage, especially from 3, and especially the fact this is not a team I choose to play with. We're having to use this team to get this game done, and of course none of them are elite 3-point shooters, that is to say the least. Iggy coming in with a 79 3-ball. Drew Holiday's is 70 as well, or 75, something like that, I think. Draymond Green is obviously like an 80. We could have like really good 3-point shooting out there if we put Steph out there on the floor, but I don't think we need to at this point. So they've got 10 points. Like I said, we can afford 15 per quarter. So if we can hold them to around 10 each quarter, we won't even be sweating it as we come down into the fourth quarter. As Blake, if he's at the center position, that is going to be a horrendous matchup for Bogut because he is so slow. It is absolutely painful. Let's try and get another assist here for Jameer Nelson as we can. Easy enough. And of course, if you've got a different athletic player who's actually running that play, they're going to be going in, they're going to be slamming it down every time, and they're going to give the defenders even less of a chance to actually rotate and stop the ball. As Bogut gets another block. Jesus Christ, he's absolutely killing it. We'll go to Drew Holiday. We're going to stop this one for a mid-range. It's a full white, and he's bricked it. It was a little bit deep, but still, he probably should have made it. I think his mid-range is pretty high. We're going to try and get back on the defensive end, and goddamn, J.R. Smith flying in over me, and if he nails this, that is their 15 points I can afford to give up. So we really need to start taking this a little bit more seriously. Alright, so they've brought in their bench. They've got a Galaxy Opal, Dwayne Wade, who's just come into the game. Of course, he's going to knock down a shot, so their bench is absolutely stacked. We really need to actually start and get some stops out here. That was really bad English. We need to start getting some stops out here. There we go. Yeah, Bogut he's very, very slow. Draymond, I think, is a little bit undersized. And of course, we've got this horrendous mismatch with Blake guarding Bogut. I'm just trying to off-ball down in the paint. I'll let Blake shoot threes. That's fine. So I don't think he's going to make them at a high clip. But these other guys, I just cannot contain them. They're just way too quick. A Galaxy Opal D Wade, like, god damn. How am I meant to contain him? I do not know. J.R. Smith with a contested 3. He's bricked it. And Blake is flying in on the offensive board. Bogut was there, but Blake with the putback. So maybe we need to start wasting some clock a little bit. Maybe that's going to be a clever tactic in this game. If we just take the entirety of the shot clock up, they can't get many points up. So that might be a really good tactic, actually. And especially if you guys are struggling, because this quick through SCS play, you can run it in a couple of seconds, obviously. Like, it really doesn't take too long. So you can probably leave this down to about 5 seconds on the shot clock, to be honest, as long as Jameer Nelson's actually close, which he isn't. So I'm going to call it now just to bring him over. As soon as the icon comes up, there we go. We'll get it into Drew Holiday, and there we go. We get the shot up with half a second left on the shot clock. So if you do want to waste time and give them, of course, less possessions, I think that's a very smart thing to do, and that is a very, very effective way to do it. Of course, if you're not running that play, just start getting into your offense about the 15-second mark instead of the 24-second mark, if you can, and just start saving seconds on each possession, because, yeah, they are actually scoring quite highly in that first quarter. Obviously, they hit the 15 that I could afford to give up, but I didn't want to give up any more than that, and I don't want to give up 15 each quarter if I can help it, to be honest. I want to give up even less than that. So we are just going to take our time on a couple of possessions, and then we'll see where we're at when it comes into half-time. And again, Bogut is just way slow. He's not capable at all of guarding that Blake Griffin card. Yes, it is me controlling him. I know that, and I know I'm off-balling with him, and I know I should be a little bit more engaged, but I'm just not on the ball at the moment. Come on. Right, so we're going here. Again, we wasted about 15 seconds off of that shot clock. Not too bad, and now we are coming up to halfway in this second quarter. They've only scored 6 points this quarter, so that is much more like it. I'm more than happy with that. If I can limit them to sort of 10 to 12 points per quarter, that'll put me in a nice and comfortable position as we come into the fourth quarter. Kyrie for 3 is going to brick it, and of course, if they brick it, that means we can take our sweet, sweet time on the offensive end. So let me know down below, guys, how have you been getting on with these Spotlight Series challenges? Have you been doing them? Are you that fussed about getting the Pink Diamond Rick Barry, or are you just looking long-term at the Galaxy Opal Brandon Roy? And of course, have you done the Dwight Howard set as well? Because he was the first one that we needed to do. That rewarded us. Oh, wow, I can't even remember who we got as a reward. It was Andre Drummond, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was. Andre Drummond was the reward for that. And of course, now we're getting another Pink Diamond added in, which is absolutely awesome. That's going to be, I thought it was going to be another brick. 47% covered, but Kyrie knocks it down. But it doesn't matter. We can again take our sweet, sweet time on the offensive end. Alright, so we're just at the end of the second half here. We've just given up an and one to Blake, which is really annoying because that, again, puts them bang on 30 points for this first half. So they are exactly halfway to how many points we can actually afford to give up throughout this entire game. So it's not looking good at the moment. On the offensive end, we're absolutely fine as Jrue Holiday beats the buzzer right there. So we've got a 6-point lead. Not worried about that at all. But I am worried about the fact that we even time wasted a bit in that half, or in that second quarter, and they still managed to drop 15 points on us. So I think in this third quarter and the fourth quarter, we're going to have to go even harder on the time-wasting tactics, because I have been getting quite a few stops anyway. It's not like they've been shooting a ridiculously high percentage. As we take a look here, they're shooting 52% with no three-pointers anyway. So yeah, it's not looking too good at the moment. This looks like actually a pretty hard challenge. I thought it'd be really easy, but 60 points, 5-minute quarters for against a team full of like Galaxy Opals and stuff. It's not been that easy, and Blake Griffin with 11 points leading their team. So third quarter time, we are going to take a lot of time off of every single shot clock. We're going to take a couple of seconds on every inbound as well, because of course you can use up 3 or 4 seconds there. You don't want to leave it too late, because you don't want to get 5-second violations, of course, but leaving it 2 or 3 seconds is a very good way to burn some of the clock. Right, let's use a little bit more of the clock there, and we're actually going to get swatted. And again, I need to just not do it straight away. It's just imprinted in my brain to do it straight away. And Bogut, again, too slow on the defensive end, gives up another foul to Blake. And this is the last thing we want to do. We don't want to put them at the line. It stops the clock, and it's exactly what the AI need at the moment. So we need to slow it down. So there we go. We get an offensive or a defensive rebound, which is great. And now we're going to leave it till it gets to about 8 seconds. And then we will call our play. And of course, like I said, we're not worried about scoring. We're just worried about getting some stops. Jameer Nelson again spotting up in the other side of the court on a different area code, basically. He's that far away. But there we go. Pass it into him, 5 seconds to go. And we'll put it up and take a little bit longer down there. So 22 seconds per shot clock for us. I think we should be all right in terms of keeping this score down. Blake, I will give you a mid-range, but you're going to drive into us very early, 100% smothered, and still doesn't get it. But here we go. We're going to waste a couple of seconds here, and we shall pass it in now. So that was just in front, or just before we got a 5-second violation. But again, it's a handy little way to cut a few more seconds off of that clock, because in this challenge, the clock is definitely your enemy. What I recommend if you guys are trying to do this, well, of course, you are allowed 2 other players other than the set. Obviously, we've got Iguodala and, wow, really? We've got Iguodala and we have Jameer Nelson. If I didn't have those 2 guys, I would definitely recommend putting in some other big men. Even if you had someone like Sean Bradley or George Murasan, just anyone down there who's going to be good on the defensive end, that's actually agile, not like Bogut. Even someone like Lamar Odom at the power forward position for a bit more defense down there as well. I definitely recommend upgrading the bigs. Draymond Green, I think, is just a little bit undersized. And Bogut, yeah, he just does not cut it right. Again, Jameer Nelson, why are you so far away? Get over here, man. We should be all right, though. Again, should just take 1 second that we had to spare. Literally like half a second we have to spare. So 2 minutes in, and they've scored 2 points. This is much more like it. Alright, so we're coming to the end of the third quarter right here. And you can see we've only given up 7 points in this quarter, which is so much better. So I can actually relax going into this fourth quarter. We're definitely not going to lose this challenge, and I don't think so. I hope not. I hope I haven't jinxed it, but I don't think we're going to give up over 20 points in a quarter. And like I said, I have just been taking the time on the offensive end, as you just saw there, cutting it to about 1 or 2 seconds left on the shot clock. And then on inbounds as well, just taking 3 or 4 seconds off the clock as well, because absolutely no rush for me to score. Let's play on ball here actually with this Jrue Holiday card. Let's see if we can get a stop. We can't. He gets body side of us, and James Harden knocks it in. So they've got 39 points up through 3 quarters. So as long as we hold them to under 21 points or 20 points in this fourth quarter, we should be fine, and I should be able to do that, and then we should be getting the dub and bringing home the pink diamond, Rick Barry. I'm very excited to see his stats, actually. I don't know exactly what badges he has or what his stats are actually like, so it will be the first time for me seeing them, and the first time seeing them will be when we have him, hopefully. Alright, so guys, you can see we are into the last 40 seconds of the fourth quarter. They are up 49 points, so absolutely no chance they get up to 60. Been a lot better in this second half. We definitely held them to far less points, and that's because we were just giving them so much or so fewer possessions. So if they're not getting any chances on the offensive end, they're not going to be scoring. So there we go. We held them to 49, so only 19 points in this second half. Which is really cool, unless KD somehow sinks that miracle 3. He doesn't, and we get the board, and that is going to be that. So there we go, we win the game by 9 points nice and comfortably, and in the end it was pretty damn easy. So there we go, that is how you beat the final Spotlight Series challenge. Like I said, definitely recommend winding that clock down, taking as much time as you can. It is only the AI, of course, don't forget that. Like, you can be as cheesy as you want, you can off-ball as much as you want, it's the AI, who cares? As long as you get the dub, that is the only thing that matters. So we should get about 1000 MT for actually winning the game itself. We get 800, so not too far off. And of course, we did get some decent stuff in terms of the Evos. So what do we get? Like 55 points with Drew Holiday, which would equate to, I don't know, about 25 assists with Jameer Nelson. So not too bad. Obviously not the best in terms of padding their stats, but it is something that is better than nothing. So let's come out here. Let's take a look at this Pink Diamond Rick Barry, who should be appearing on our screen any second now. So of course we're going to get the 7.5k reward, which is very nice indeed, but not as nice as the 97 rated small forward / power forward Rick Barry, who is now a part of the squad. So there we go, we have completed Andre Iguodala. All 17 sets have been complete. What's happened here? Kyrie sold for 1300, thank you very much. Goodbye. And we come down to the Spotlight Series challenges, and there he is, sitting nice and pretty with 9 Hall of Fame badges. Okay, I like what I'm seeing already. 6'7", so you can't really play him at the power forward position. He would be very, very undersized. So 9 Hall of Fame badges: Tyler Shooter, Green Machine, difficult shots, flexible release, contact finisher, relentless and consistent finisher as well. And then gold clamps, very nice indeed. We've got gold slithery finisher, we've got gold deep fades, corner specialist, quick draw. He does have steady shooter, which is a shame. And in terms of his actual stats, we've got a 94 driving lap, a 96 mid, 89 3, 85 ball handling. So with the coach, he can speed boost, 92 passing. Other than that, we've got 94 steal, but only 78 perimeter D and only 80 interior D. Why have they done him dirty like that? I don't know. And then 86 speed is good, and 85 rebounding is, of course, very good. But defensively, I think this card is a little bit lacking. But still, 2 out of the 5 needed for Galaxy Opal. Brandon Roy, that is fantastic. And of course, that now means we can go ahead and sell off everyone in this collection. So Draymond, we paid 40k for, and hopefully we should be able to get like 35k for him back. Looking at this, maybe a little bit less. And then, of course, Stephen Curry coming in. We paid 140k for him, and he's under 40k. Under 40k? God, no. He's under 100k, and quite comfortably under 100k by the looks of it, which is mad. Like, I don't understand how these players are so cheap. When James Harden was selling for like 130k for last week's one, I don't know why this one would be so cheap. But look at that, Steph Curry. There's so many of them up as well. Why is this a thing? I don't know. Again, 96k, maybe 95k if we're lucky. And yeah, 95k there, goddamn. So we've taken a massive loss on Steph, but of course, we've got the MT for playing the game, and we've got a pink diamond out of it, so I can't really complain too much. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. As usual, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.